to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, and to all of my fellow king gods who see the God in me. I see you. I love you. This video right here is I want to talk about how all other races right now has 7 years to get this shit together. Your government is what it is. They're done. Their seal has been set. Their fate has been set. As far as you, the people, you have 7 years to get this shit together. And why you have 7 years is because there is another total eclipse that's stretching across the United States of America. You do the research on that. Now, if you, at the end of this video, again, I'm going to play this guy from Adapt 2030. You should subscribe to his channel. That's what I suggest that you do, because he tells the truth. He blows the whistle on his climate change shit and everything. You have no idea what is heading your way. Whether you want to deny this shit, whether you don't want to believe it, and whether you don't want to face facts. You have 7 years to get this shit together. The sun has now woken up. All your scientists want to say that the sun is in a renaissance period, is going to sleep. No, it's not. That is something to make you feel comfortable on a planet that you do not belong on. The sun has never been more active in its life. And you know why it's active? Because our binary twin Ra has returned and said, wake up, brother. Wake up. When you look at that sign that was in the sky, the age of Aquarius, you had the mother, the female, and you had the lion at the head. The lion is us, the males on this planet. The female is the mother of this planet, which is the black woman. And Mother Universe, where the black woman come from, Mother Universe. So now she has to put her thing down to cleanse this motherfucking planet. You have to do something, people, that you have never done before. All other races, Asians, China, Japan, the Asians, the China man, the European man, the Arab man, all of them that is not black, who build their countries, their military, and this economic political justice system on our grandmother's back. You have to do something, people, that you've never done before. You have to show 100% humility. You have to come out your homes. You have to leave your jobs and turn to every black woman, every melanated woman, and every melanated child, and get down and ask for forgiveness. And you need to do this every day, consistently. You need to care about that more than you care about money. You need to care about that more than you care about your job. Because every day that goes past, it is speeding up the process, which you don't understand. And I'm glad that he is hinting on this. There is no God. There is no God. It's the universe, the divine one, the creator of all. And then it's us. You know why you say God is a man? Because it's a man that's coming down here with the rest of men to clean up this shit, but under the orders of the woman. Then the woman, our women don't fucking fight. Our women don't pick up knives and fight. Our women are nurturers. Our women are creators. They are thinkers. They not violent. This is some new shit to us, queens. This is new to you. Picking up guns, loading up guns, throwing up gang signs, listening to harsh, crushed music. You know what I mean? Wearing motherfucking jeans sagging off your ass. That is not you, queens. You are the creator. You are a nurturer. You wipe away evilness just with love. Just like what's getting ready to happen right now. What's taking precedence right now. The earth was covered with protons for the last 7,000 to 12,000 years. Now it's getting hit with feminine energy, electrons. And it's changing. What that tell you? Female energy is the power. Not the male, not the masculine. So that's the only reason why y'all call him God, is because he come down and clean up shit. But so when the queen stepped down and put her foot on this motherfucking soil, not even a mosquito will touch her. Not even a mosquito will touch her. I hope you pay attention to this video at the end. Like I said before, if you study astrology and if you look around the astrology map, you will see that North Korea, South Korea, China, Japan, all of Europe, all of Russia, all those countries that enslaved us, even America, are now positioned on the astrology map of war. It's war over top of all of that shit. If you look at the astrology map and look at where the earth has been placed at, you will see that all those countries are under the astrology of war. All of them. Which means destruction, which means they got to go. Stay tuned to this video. Peace and love to all the queen goddesses, to all the beautiful, lovely star seeds, and all my fellow king gods who see the God in me. I see you. I love you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we enter the grand solar minimum, there's going to be intensification year upon year, starting right now. As I'd said several months ago, look for amplification over the end of the year in these last 6 months, but then as we move forward into 2018, 19, 20, 21, I actually need your help. I'm not an astrologer, but I have matched up the planetary geometry as we forward and enter into these more amplified times where our weather is going to be more mixed up. So I'm hoping some of you out there that are astrologers that know what the crossings, moving into the houses, the triangles, the squares, what it means, and maybe you can leave a comment on my board. I'm finding similar symmetry, 65-year cycles, and then as we get into this, I couldn't go any further back than about, say, 1800, but I wish I could go back into the 1600s, 1200s, and all the way back to 79 AD and see where we're at. And while you're watching the video, please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 and click that bell so you can stay subscribed to get the latest updates. This is the forecast going out, intensifying into the grand solar minimum, the lack of sunspots, the increasing galactic cosmic rays, and this bombardment of new energy onto our planet that's going to affect human consciousness. This rolls out to 2040, but if we take a look a little bit closer time frames here, you can start to see the amplification of our weather, which you're starting to notice definitely over these last 3 months. We've really just touched the cusp of the increases in activity in the way our cloud bands, our magnetosphere, and our jet streams are shifting right now. The amplification is going to ramp up 4x as to what you've seen over these last few months coming up in 2018. Now when we move out year upon year going forward, I am going to ask for your help. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm really starting to delve into it, and I'm such a beginner, but I'm understanding the energetic effects on the human race and how we're going to move forward and how this is going to affect everybody on the planet. And a couple amazing spirits pulled me aside and said, you're missing part of the whole picture. You need to look at the astrology side of everything. I started to look through. I found some sort of symmetry here, and if you look at the 65-year repeating pattern, I wanted to go back hundreds of years, 200 years, 400 years, 1,000 years into the past, but I just couldn't find that to see if these patterns match up. So I'm asking for help. If you are an astrologer, or if you know anything about these trines, triangles, squares, etc., I'm going to put the planetary geometry right next to what's coming up with the crossings. This is 2018 in October. Now when the Earth starts to get on the same side as all the Jovian planets, this is where the magnetism and our weather is going to become extremely out of sync. I put that green line there. Once we cross over, the Earth crosses this line coming up in May of 2019, this will be another amplification. That spring is going to be a spring to remember. And when we come into October, the fall of 2019, you can see how the Jovians have even come into closer alignment with us on this planet being affected as well with the magnetism, and there'll be more flares coming off of the sun as it tries to equalize its charge. We live in an electric universe. The reason the X-flares are coming off is our sun is discharging the extra current that it's absorbed. It's going into a phase state of decreased activities. When we come into 2020, the Jovians come into tighter alignment. 2021, you can really see how tight it's starting to get. In 2022, you can already see the effects that this type of planetary geometry is going to have on us. And if you're talking about Milankovitch cycles and different type of magnetism and electromagnetism that pervades our solar system and galaxy going out where star systems and galaxies connect to other star systems and galaxies. What about the other stars close to us that are having an effect? We are in Birkeland currents. This is all having an effect. And when we move out into 2023 and 2024, this is the most dangerous time for us. The ultimate cooling during this first set of the cycle will be here. Exactly 10 years after that, at 2033, 2034, we'll hit the next bottom, and then after that, we should come out if there's any activity on our sun again and if the sunspots start to increase. So when I talk about astrology mixing into the bombardment of energies across this galaxy, I see a correlation, but I don't know how to interpret it. It's like somebody looking at a new language for the first time that doesn't understand the language, but there's somebody who's fluent in it. And if you are fluent in astrology and you truly understand what these geometrical patterns mean in here, I see several triangles in here. It almost looks like a pentagram in itself. So I'm wondering, is this a common alignment? Because this type of alignment only happens once every 400 years anyway, where the Earth is exactly in the parallel in between these two sets of Jovians. And the last best match that you can find is 79 AD. So this is literally a once in a 2,000 year planetary alignment in the geometry and the way in the setup that it's occurring. And I think there's an enlightenment awakening going to happen, and that's why there's so much what would be considered chaos by the powers that be across the planet, because we are throwing off the old reins. I mean, this is an entry into a new energy paradigm. Literally, the energy is changing around us. So since we're electromagnetic beings, we are entering a higher vibration state of frequency on this planet. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And those others out there who are not into astrology, I hope this also will maybe spark that seed and allow you to start thinking that there's other forces at work on our species on this planet.